was cooking good. Yo, I'm in my living room. I want to speak about leadership today, because this is something that's been very big in my life. I have an idea of who I want to be. I have an idea of who I want to be as a spiritual leader. I have an idea of who I want to be as a father, as a co-worker. And I always had a lot of confidence in these ideas. But in the past, I didn't really express that much confidence. I remember this one time at my last job, I was in a coffee shop where I really didn't feel like a leader. The manager one day was like, JC, you're in charge of the shift. And it was terrible. I did not have the confidence to command those around me. Not command, manage, allocate everyone to where they needed to be, guide everyone where they need to be, compose myself. So even if everyone else falls apart, there is a light, a beam, a support system for them to lean onto. I failed miserably, to the point where I got 20 minutes to shine and immediately had the mic taken away from me. And I did not get my opportunity to do this again until maybe like this past month. Because with both jobs that I'm working, one is opening up a new location, and there is an incredible amount of new people coming in. In my opinion, the work ethic there also sucks. And at the first job that I had before I added on this new one, which is opening up a new location, is struggling. We had a lot of people leave. It's a franchise, so a lot of people left throughout the different stores. Management has been a little bit wonky, and a lot of the management is new. So they're still learning how to go about this. You're basically taking those who have just been there longer than others and putting them in charge. They don't really have much practice holding the reins and knowing how to navigate the wagon. And so there I practice being composed. There I practice my voice, guiding people. There I practice just who I want to be. And it's been awesome. It's been really cool. And today I had to do something which was hard. I love being loved by everyone. But I was so attached to that in the past to where I would not speak my voice in certain situations because it would upset one individual. At least I perceived it would upset one individual, even though I knew they were in the wrong. I just didn't have that confidence. I was too attached to our friendship, and it made me submissive. People could walk over me. People could say things because they knew I wasn't going to speak up. And in the past videos, I've said I've wanted to practice my voice. To people in the past, I've said I wanted to practice my voice. And come June, July, I should have it. Well, baby, it's June, July, and I got my voice. And today, I had to use my voice. I had to use my voice to tell someone who is such a beautiful, shining light that there is bad talk about them. There's bad talk about them because of the way they work, their work ethic. There was no management at work today. We were all on the same level when it comes to the paper. But I decided to step up and do this, and it was something so new. I felt like I was practicing being a father, truly. And that's also another perception that's happened to me recently. There was a time where I was reaching out to girls for a partner, which I know an aspect of me still wants that, but this new aspect is coming in where I want to treat them as though I'm a father. Now, I'm not going to father them all the way, but the way I perceive them, the way that I talk to them, the way that I love them is from a more fatherly standpoint. And so that's how I was approaching this girl, this coworker. And she was so expressive, like a child. Not in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way, but children, if they want to cry, they're going to cry. If they're going to yell, they're going to yell. They don't really care. And it was so beautiful to see that emotional vulnerability. And she was so honest with how she felt about me. And I saw what I was doing wrong too. And we were just able to meet each other in the middle. And this wouldn't have been possible had I not found confidence in my voice, in my composure, in myself. It was a beautiful moment. It was. So far, it's been the climax, the peak of my leadership. In the other place, it's work ethic. I don't care what you do, but if you're going to do it, be focused and do it. Do your best. To not give your best is to sacrifice the gift. That is from Prefontaine. It's a runner, good runner too, but beautiful quote. And there I'm starting to see people pick it up. Those who enjoy me as a friend start to copy me. It reminds me of when I was a kid. And this is why this whole leadership thing, it's a part of me blossoming. When I was a kid, the very first opportunity truly to be a leader was my younger brother. I mean, I had opportunity with friends and stuff like that, but my younger brother always looked up to me. My younger brother would always, peek over my shoulder, look at my phone. My other brother was always playing the same video games. My younger brother was copying my mannerism thing that I would say. And I shut him down for it. I knew that he was looking up to me, and I shut it down. And it's something that I genuinely do regret, and especially how I treated him. I was very intense. I didn't know how to use my voice. I didn't know how to compose myself. I didn't know how to speak to help guide someone. And so I just denied the fact that I was a leader. I said, no, I'm just a follower. And anytime someone showed any signs of me being the leader, I would freak out, and I would act in a way to disappoint them, to show them that their expectations of me are wrong, so they'll go seeking for a new leader. YouTube allowed me to practice this leadership in a very, very safe way, because I don't see people. It's just something on my phone, and that's much more easy for me to handle emotionally, mentally. In the beginning, now I can handle people being around me and guiding them emotionally, mentally, much easier than I could in the past. But when it comes to my brother, I just wasn't matured enough, emotionally or mentally, to take on that responsibility, to acknowledge that I had that responsibility. And so for about the whole time that I lived with him, I just denied it. I truly, truly did. And even in the past when he's come to be around me, I've denied it. But I'm starting to acknowledge it more, and I love him. I really do. I'm very excited. I'm getting to a new phase of my life, a new portion of my life where I have money, I have friendships, I'm able to maintain jobs, I'm able to grow in the workplace because of my emotional and mental stability, which flat out wasn't there in the past. And it's why I couldn't grow in workplaces. It's why I could never make it past $2,000 in savings. It's why I could never flourish with healthy people around me, or even flourish with unhealthy people around me. I just wasn't strong enough, and I'm finding that strength. I'm not as scared to work as hard, though I will say that I need to, now that I'm getting the balance here, I would like to come back to this more, because I'm doing a lot in my real life, so to say, but with my digital footprint, my spiritual journey, I'm starting to slow down more than I'd like. Yes, I do my late night practices, but I'm not doing them as well as I know I could do it. I'm practicing unconsciousness. And a while ago, I had an experience of just realizing that being conscious, being intentional, being here is a choice. That's all it is. Wake from your sinful sleep. That's what I kept telling myself. And by that I meant practicing being unconscious, trying to, I don't want the responsibility. It's not me that is making me feel this way. It's that one. It's that person. It's that thing. I'm not doing that anymore. But I want to practice meditating more. Because with work, I have to make work my meditation. I don't really have time to sit. I do have time to sit down on the lap, but I'm just not wired that way right now. I'm looking at all these excuses. I'm going to change, don't worry. Today after work, I even meditated. I was just so grateful for it. But yeah, this is what's going on right now. That's simply put. I'm becoming a leader, and I'm really enjoying it. It's all definitely new to me, and I'm learning as I go, but I'm very, very happy to see that who I want to be by a particular age is panning out. And yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I need to remember that. Have patience. I do have it. Have a little bit more. Okay. Love you guys.